slavery in any of the new lands the United States acquired from Mexico was who? Yes? John C. Calhoun, that's right.
No, he said Congress doesn't have the right to prohibit slavery.
Yeah, that's what I said, that Congress had no right to prohibit slavery. Yep. Okay.
Read the question again.
Okay, the politician that believed that Congress had no right to prohibit slavery in any of the new lands in the United States acquired from Mexico was John C. Calhoun. Now let me get to 5 and I'll show you the point I'm making. Number 5, the politician that believed that popular sovereignty should decide the issue of slavery in any of the new lands in the United States acquired from Mexico was who? Okay, who were they? Lewis Cass and Stephen Douglas. Okay, so if I had A. Lewis Cass, B. Stephen Douglas, C. John C. Calhoun, D. A and B above, E, B and C above, there'd be 2. You'd have to figure it out. But where are these questions all coming from?
Right from this sheet.
We're coming from one particular subtopic, which was what? What?
I'm not writing the whole question.
Yes. That's right.
Who was the second one?
So listen, you need to get into your notes and where you're finding these answers, circle them or something, because we're not going to ask you everything, right? So you just have to figure out, make yourself a study sheet. So what do you need to know? You need to know who James Talmage was, and you need to know each of the philosophies of what we were going to do with the lands that we got from Mexico. Different guys had different philosophies, right? Find that in your notes and circle it. If you don't have very good notes, you're screwed. I mean, that's kind of how it's going to be, so you're going to have to get it figured out before we get there. So I'm telling you right now again, I'm reading repetitive. You need to know who amended Missouri's application to the Union, and you need to know how people felt about what we were going to do with the lands that the United States acquired from Mexico. Now, the next questions will be coming from the presidential election of 1848.
I'm marking them on this.
Okay, what was the name of the new political party that entered the presidential race in 1848? Andrew? Free Soil Party.
Yeah, but I need the question too.
So know the Free Soil Party. Now, listen to me. All these next several questions have to do specifically with the election of 1860. We talked about it yesterday, and I said it'd really be important that you know the election of 1860. Yes, dear?
What was the political party?
They were the new political party that came in 1848. Now the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions are coming from the election of 1860. Okay, so listen to the question and answer it. The man the Southern Democrats nominated for president in 1860 was who? John C. Breckinridge. Very good. I would circle that or highlight it or whatever you do. These are all the election of 1860. Every one of these questions, these next 4 or 5. Okay, who is the man the Northern Democrats nominated for president? Stephen Douglas. So the man the Southern Democrats nominated was John C. Breckinridge. The man the Northern Democrats nominated was who? Stephen Douglas. Okay, now listen to this one. The man who won on the first ballot but did not have 2/3 majority during the Republican race for the 1860 nomination was who? William Seward. Very good, William Seward. The next question, the man who won on the second ballot during the Republican race for 1860 was who? Nobody, because they tied. So probably your answer on that was going to be what? None of the above, if you think about it, okay? Because there isn't any name. Now, nobody won, they tied, right? So it's got to be none of the above. Okay, here's the next question. The man who won on the third ballot, but was 2 votes short of 2/3 majority during the Republican race for the 1860 nomination was who?
Abraham.
Abraham Lincoln. Right? These are all off the election of 1860. Okay, Anthony Padilla, this is your question. The man the Constitutional Union Party nominated for president in the election of 1860 was who?
John.
The name should ring a bell.
Yeah. Add Bell to your John.
John Bell, there we go. Now, I'm talking about the Talmadge Amendment. The Talmadge Amendment. Did the Talmadge Amendment free all children born into slavery in Missouri on their 25th birthday? Yes. Did the Talmadge Amendment outlaw the further introduction of slaves into Missouri?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you should know that, those two things. Okay, the Talmadge Amendment proposed to free all children born into slavery in Missouri on their 25th birthday. It also proposed to outlaw further introduction of slaves into Missouri. Now we're talking about the election of 1848. Find that in your notes. Yeah, we're jumping around like a gosh darn Mexican jumping beat. The election of 1848. Here's the first question. The man the Democrats nominated for president in the election of 1848 was? Lewis Cass. That's right. Lewis Cass. Next question. The man the Whig Party nominated for president in the election of 1848 was? Zachary Taylor. Very good. The next question. The man the Free Soil Party nominated for president in the election of 1848 was? Martin Van Buren.
Yeah, that's right. That's the other one.
Okay, let's talk about the Compromise of 1850 a moment. Okay, the Compromise of 1850 included the following, true or false? The abolishment of buying and selling slaves in the District of Columbia.
True.
That is true. Didn't say anything about slavery, owning them, but you couldn't buy or sell. It stated the land acquired from Mexico would decide slavery by popular sovereignty. And a part of the Compromise of 1850 included that California would be admitted into the Union as a free state. Is that all true? Okay, I would know those three things. California. Yeah, what it did. Here's one. Who was the man who assumed the presidency after the death of President Taylor? Who? Millard Fillmore. That's exactly right. Millard Fillmore. It's a crazy name, but true.
There's a place in Utah named Fillmore after him.
All right, let me ask you this question again. Who did the Democrats nominate for president in 1848?
Lewis Cass.
Who?
Democrat.
Not till Thursday. Late Thursday. You get a lot of time. Yep. This is your button. Yeah. He replaced President Taylor. All right, Maddie, this is yours. Maddie. Listen up. The man who sponsored the Kansas-Nebraska Act. Who was that?
I don't know, I haven't heard of that.
Well, did you get on the notes?
Not yet.
This is going to be interesting. How about you, Miss White? Look in those notes here and tell me who sponsored the Kansas-Nebraska Act. Did you say you already hit it?
Stephen Douglas.
Stephen Douglas, that's exactly right. Well, Megan, you're not off the hook because here's yours. I want you to give me an example of violence in the territory of Kansas that led to the term bleeding Kansas.
Thanks, David.
You don't have your notes either?
Well, these are mine.
She has. Well, there you go. That's why you didn't do it. So give me examples of the violence in the territory of Kansas that led to the term bleeding Kansas.
Okay, 1 second.
Tell me what happened there that gave it the name bleeding Kansas.
Oh, well.
Has to do with
What happened in Kansas?
Wait, Oh,
Okay, what happened? Give me some
Okay, wait,
examples
what
of
was the first
violence and bleeding.
Violence? John Brown murdered 5 of the men who burned Lawrence.
He murdered 5 pro-slavery men in Lawrence. Yep, okay. Ollie, give me another example of violence in bleeding Kansas. Another example of bleeding violence. Yeah, violence that led Kansas we call bleeding Kansas. Shh! Unless you're talking about what I'm talking about.
We are, I gotta explain things to him.
Okay, that may be true. What do you got? Over 200 lives were taken, right? Okay, Donovan,
Yeah?
explain it to me now.
The bleeding Kansas?
Yeah, yeah, you had it all going there. You're explaining the hell out of it back there.
I was telling armed pro-slavery men burned part of Lawrence, Kansas because of
Oh, there you go. Burnt Lawrence, Kansas. There you go. Burnt the town of Lawrence, Kansas. He wasn't kidding. Any others? Anybody got any others?
John Brown and his group murdered 5 of the men who burned the town.
You must have been explaining to him something when they said that.
I was.
Not-
Yeah, it was-
now listen, hey, this guy's got it going. So if I put the events of Harper's Ferry, Virginia, that obviously doesn't have anything to do with bleeding Kansas. Very good. That's actually on here. That's kind of, yeah.
John Brown's involved.
All right,
Smart guy.
here you go, Jamie Luna. Tell me the first state that seceded from the Union. Don't go south on me here. Give me an answer. First state that seceded from the Union. South Carolina, very good. All right, Maddie, you're going to answer this because you have the notes on this. Where was the first government of the Confederate States of America located? That's right, Montgomery, Alabama. That a girl. All right, here you go, Brody. Tell me the 4 southern states that did not leave the Union during the initial secession, but stated they would if the North showed any violence towards the South. What were those 4 states?
Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina.
Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. Give me one thing, Jordan, that President Lincoln made very clear in his inaugural address.
Federal properties that weren't taken would be protected at all costs.
Okay? And how about another one, Marcus?
It's illegal for those states to leave the Union.
That's right. It's illegal to secede or leave the Union. Very good. You guys, somebody must have taught you something. Geez.
I think it was that one guy.
Yeah, that one guy. Say, tell me how much the value of slaves were. How much was a male slave worth?
Today or then?
$1,000. Cesar, my main man. How much was a female slave worth?
Wasn't it 800?
800. Very good. And Nayeli Ramirez, what did a child go for?
500.
Yeah, a girl. Know that. Know that. Know that. Nayeli Garay, my dear, give me one thing a runaway slave could expect if they were caught and returned back to their owner. Cut their Achilles tendon. Very good. Colt? What? They'd cut off their ears. And what else might they do, Ray? Brand you. Very good. Know that. Know that. Okay, Cassie, what civil rights advocate in the 1950s was born 28 days after Harriet Tubman died?
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks. No, Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman. Okay, listen to this. The Federal Arsenal at Harper's Ferry, Virginia. True was the largest in the country. Held 20,000 rifles, muskets, and pistols. Had a net worth of $7 million in today's currency. Was very easy to penetrate by the invaders. That's true. Getting out was the problem when we slapped the bull yesterday. Let's go. I think we should do that sometime.
Oh, you think so?
I'll go first. All right. How many men did John Brown have with him, Cody? when he attacked the federal arsenal at Harper's Ferry. How many you have with him? 18. And how many were his sons? 5. Yeah. There you go. There, hey, kiddos, there's your review. I would suggest you between now and next Thursday, which is a week from today, that you get on the website. I'm going to download it. It'll say lecture, review. Make sure you know this stuff. Get it organized. There's no sense, here's my opinion. There's no sense you bringing everything if you don't want to. Make yourself a study sheet and put it in the front of your binder and be ready to go on the test. That's what you need to know. I will not ask you anything on this test that I did not ask you on this review. You may. Okay. And it's recorded. You can watch it 40 times. I found out today you can put captions under and it'll tell you what I said, like, closed captions.